Somewhere right now, there is a person in their 70s working a retail job because Social Security alone isn't enough in the richest country on earth. At some point in your life, you've seen a geriatric senior citizen working at a retail establishment, and you've walked past them, and for a split second, you felt it, that sorrow, that grief, that quiet pain for that person. And in the back of your mind, you wondered, why on earth is this person still working? They literally look like they should be at home resting. And the question that cuts the deepest, did they choose to be here or do they have to be here? The pension is gone. And for most workers under 50, it was already gone long before they ever entered the workforce. Because the fantasy of working for a company for 30 years, giving your best years, knowing you had a guaranteed monthly income waiting for you at the end, that fantasy hasn't been a reality for quite some time. It was quietly replaced with a 401k, which shifted all the risk from the corporation onto you. And they called it empowerment. 40% of Americans have $0 saved for retirement. Zero. And 25% have less than 10,000. And the financial gurus tell you to max out your 401k every year. But after taxes, housing, food, healthcare, childcare, student loans, car payments, and God forbid, doing something fun once in a while, maxing out your 401k isn't a financial strategy for most Americans. It's a fantasy. And then there's Social Security, the program you've paid into your entire working life. The average monthly benefit right now is $1,976. The average rent in America is over $1,700. That leaves $276 for everything else a human being needs to survive. And Social Security's trust fund is projected to run dry by 2033. Without intervention, benefits could be cut by 20 to 25%. And the generation paying into it right now may never collect on what they were promised. Only 7% of Americans are millionaires. The retirement system works beautifully for that 7% of people who inherited generational wealth. But for the other 93%, it was never really designed to get you to the finish line. And for the people who never owned a home, it's even starker because every rent payment builds equity for someone else, not them. You work from the time you're 18 and told if you put your career first and play your cards absolutely perfect, you'll have something waiting for you at the end. So your whole identity becomes your job. What you do, where do you work, how much do you make? You sacrifice time with your family, you miss things you can never get back. You stop keeping up with friends, you stop developing hobbies because that's what you were told to do. And then retirement arrives, or it's supposed to. And not only can most people not afford to stop working, but the ones who find out they don't know who they are outside of their job because their whole identity was built around a career. In many other countries, the retirement age is lower. Paid time off is mandatory and generous. Senior citizens are honored and moved to the front of the line for what they contributed. But here, you just get to the back of the line. You pick up your on sale microwave dinner, your generic medications, and you wait like everybody else. You have a baby? Get it into daycare. Get back to work. There's no time to waste. The job, the career comes first. You gave your best years. You paid into the system. And at the end of all of it, you're filling out a job application at Walmart because the math never worked out the way they told you it would. I'm not here with the answers. I'm just a person asking a question out loud that more people should be asking. How does the richest country in the world end up with people in their 70s standing in a checkout line because they can't afford not to? And what does that say about what's coming for the rest of us?